Yes, but it will do the thing where it takes some time to do stuff.
It is taking the time to do some stuff still.
I'll wait until it's online.
I will wait until it's online too. I'm just refreshing and checking regularly.
And then so
We are live now. We are live now. We are live now.
All right. Hello and welcome to the Good HIE podcast, where, shit, I really should have thought of a lead-in.
Oh my god, it's not like we've been talking for half a goddamn hour, Jesus.
We have our normal podcast members hanging out with us. We have a non-pencil.
I like Canada, but I'm about to shit-talk it so much today.
Enigmatic Otaku.
Are we going to blame Canada today?
We have our honorary moderator for the chat, Rob Cakerin, also known as that guy who wrote My Little Dashie. But of course, we have a very special guest with us this week. This week, we have the one and only Klopp aficionado, Damien Darkside. Damien, welcome.
How's it going, eh?
Oh, God.
Wait a second. Was there something you wanted to do, Damien?
Alright, so if we're gonna do this, you guys can start up your American way, but we have to start up the Canadian way if we're gonna be doing a stream.
Do it.
I'm just gonna back away from the mic so I don't ear rape everybody.
Too late. You're already talking.
Are we going to hear the Canadian anthem?
Alright, we're done.
Yay!
The Canadians have such a way with
da-da-dun.
words.
Yeah, we do. I'm gonna sing O Canada. The problem with singing O Canada is in school you got taught the O Canada, but in the morning they also played like the O Canada where half of it's in French. And it's like, fuck, I can't remember half the words.
You can't remember half the words? I remember. How do I remember O Canada better than you then?
Because like my brain goes half French. Like it's literally it does like the Oh Canada, our home and native, true patriot love and all that sounds command, and then it just switched to French, and I'm like, like.
So it's Oh Canada, your oceans are blue, chocolate blue.
Yeah, pretty much.
Chocolate blue.
Okay, so another cool fun fact is just before actually going to the main thing, I'm already taking over your cast, guys.
No, it's all good. We don't need this cast.
I think you guys sang "In the Jungle" in a previous podcast, or somebody did, or somebody was speaking about singing in the jungle. I think it was Milk or somebody else.
I can
with
see
a whole
that.
bunch of people, and but that one's by the Nylons. And the Nylons also did an O Canada version. So also, apart from the French version in school, they'd also do the Nylons version in school as well. So like I got like 7 types of O Canada in my head, and it's like, well, fuck it. So you aren't gonna get my anthem. Just watch out.
It's okay. It's true. It's very true. Well, you have to play against one of the teams that doesn't win the cup regularly. That's fine though.
Is it just me or is Damien quiet for the rest of them? All right.
I'm bringing them all up. No, I brought them up.
Oh, you brought me up?
We gonna bring you up right.
It's true.
Oh,
Rob,
I doubled
Rob,
the sound for you.
Or I'll just get close to my mic.
Awesome things about using Discord. Anyway, so, for all of you who are tuning in for the first time and are just listening to us shitpost at this time, welcome! The Good HIE podcast specializes in taking guests that are recommended by our watchers, our fans, or people that hate us, and we bring them onto the podcast and let those same people ask questions. At the end of the day, everyone's miserable, but we're going to have a fun time being miserable.
Together!
Damien's
Friendship.
been on the podcast before, so you can see we have a bit of a camaraderie here. But that said, this is kind of a redo because of before we were actually recording podcasts. As with every podcast, we have a drinking word, and of course, it is Canada.
I hope you guys were keeping up because we've already been drinking. So
Yeah, fuck.
Did I miss anything?
ask your questions in the thread or ask your questions in the chat. We'll try to monitor. If you ask a bad question in the chat, i.e. something like, my penis itches, what do I do? I'm probably just going to make fun of you and laugh at you in the chat and not give your question to the guest. So just be aware and be ready.
Stick it in a lemon.
Be careful, though.
And Stick your dick in a lemon. You know how it goes.
Careful there.
Well,
Some get off that.
So if it itches, I should stick it in a lemon, is what you're saying.
You should
Feel
always
the burn.
Because you should always cherish your lemons. And you should put them up high on a shelf. Cherish them. And you should hope that no whores steal them. Anyway.
Oh god, the lemon stealing whore.
It's been about 10 seconds since we looked at our lemon tree, hasn't it?
Yeah, I think it has.
Needless.
It's a whore!
After stream
I
homework,
met
go watch the
that
lemon. Go watch the lemon stealing whore.
I met that man. He fucked my friend and asked my permission first. It was weird, and he was very nice to me. Anyway.
All right, so without further ado, let's do this interview thing we asked
Oh god,
you to
that's what we're here for?
Yeah.
Sort of.
God, I
not
thought we
really.
were playing Left 4 Dead. Jesus Christ, I got my pants off and everything.
I thought you said
Shit.
role-playing Left 4 Dead, and I was like, we could role-play Left 4 Dead, but I'm not sure how that would go.
I'll be Zoe. I call Zoe.
I call zombies that come and try to kill you.
Oh.
That's cool.
Can I be Noam Chomsky?
I ain't gonna carry you. I already carry you enough in video games.
So let's start. Let's start with our actual interviewee type questions. Damien, introduce yourself. Who are you and what do you do for the fandom?
Who are you and what do you do? Alright, so my name's Damien Darkside. I started streaming about a year and a half ago for MLP and just video games, but I've been writing for quite a long time. I started in MLP probably 3 years ago. Like, the time flies by. I think it's 2013, maybe 2012. I write a lot of clop. I like to shitpost all the time, and I like to abuse Enigma when Priest and Pencil aren't around. And
God, somebody does.
Wait, whoa, Enigma, you're cheating on us?
Well, I'm sorry if someone, abuses me on the side.
don't worry,
Shit.
guys,
Discussion
it's not
about this later.
consensual.
Oh, how
Oh.
consensual is it? What percent consensual?
19.9.
Perfect, that's what I
With
want.
a margin
that's-
of error of 0.1%.
Perfect, that's what I want to hear. Thank you.
I also work at a Dairy Queen, as a lot of people know, and I'm one of the head cake decorators there, so I do a lot of cakes in my work time. And that's me. I'm also Canadian. From Canada.
He does cake.
Ah, shit.
Where's
All
my
right.
drink?
So
Oh,
next
getting in my hand.
question. What do you like about the fandom? Do you like the music, the fan fiction, reading it, writing it? What the music? Do you like the cons, the people you meet? What's your favorite part of it?
I'm gonna sound like a complete new fag when I say this, but like, I'm here for the community, not for the show. A lot of it is staying on 4chan. I was a huge lurker on F&B, and then this whole MLP thing happened, so I've been stuck on /MLP. So I like I've always liked the culture of 4chan, where like a whole bunch of people come together. Like I was on TG during Ruby Quest, for those who like Weaver. So like I like that when the community comes together. So when going through MLP, I really liked obviously the Anon in Equestria, Human in Equestria, this guy named Flutter Priest writing a whole bunch of Flutter rape in the threads.
Wow, what a dork.
I know, right?
And I was
And
sort
then-
of there too, maybe.
Yeah, no, I'm really sure on my bookmarks on my previous phone, I've got Flutter Priest, Get Me Out of Here, Anon Pencil. I'm really sure I have your paste bins. And then I had like 40 paste bins on my old phone. I haven't bothered to update my bookmarks. And it's just like, I really liked that kind of community, and that's reflected a lot in my writing. I always liked the green text, just the way Anon and just regular humans in Equestria just interacted with each other. And that's what I really like about I'm not so much into the music, although obviously we all have like Living Tombstone. I always liked all of his stuff. And just the art, obviously, because come on, I'm a clop author. I'm here for the porn.
Yes, clearly.
And it's just how it goes. And but a lot of it is the community and such. I really like how, well, like I'm on a podcast. Ding. Like, God, if you asked me 3 years ago, hey, you're going to be on podcast with Priest Pencil and Get Me Out of Here is going to follow me on fanfiction, I'm going to be like, yeah, no. No, it's not going to happen. So it's just really cool how the community gets together like this.
It's happening. So
It is.
Ron Paul.
It's Habibening.
I'm doing the jazz hands. It's happening.
You've made it.
I'm horse famous.
Oh God! Don't say that. Don't say that, or it'll happen.
I'm not going to sing Horse Famous.
Did someone say horse famous?
No, stop. You have the least of us. You have the least to say, Rob. Go back to your corner. Shit. Third and final question. Well, not final. Actually, we have a surprise fourth question.
Nope.
But
last question. Then I'm gone.
no.
Oh,
Third question. If you had one thing that you could say to your fans, your followers, the people watching, to the people that despise you, what would you say?
Holy shit! Thanks for the attention. Like, it floors me that I could write something, and I get 500 people liking it. I get a whole bunch of favorites, especially like, because it's one thing also for writing. Also with the streams, I know you guys just had your 1 year anniversary.
We did.
And it's kind of the same thing for me. Around this time, I started taking streaming somewhat seriously. So I like to say, like, I'm starting season 2 now, and it just, for streams, it's really cool seeing a whole bunch of people show up day after day or week after week and contribute. So seeing people like St. Augustine, who I believe is Art Coulter.
Yes.
Duelist, Enigma shows up every once in a while. Priest I know shows up every once in a while. Just all of you. Let's see. I'm also going to do a shout out. Tim Tech Librarian. I know maybe one or two other people I think in the chat right now also show up. Like, thanks a lot for coming around. Like, and I'm pretty sure everybody in the chat, like Anon, Enigma, and Flutter Priest, and Rob, like, we all appreciate when you guys come out and participate here, whether or not it's 20 people watching, 5 people watching, or just 2 people lingering in chat near the end of the night.
We hate you. We hate you. We hate all of you. No.
Yeah,
Coming out is good.
Thanks for spending your time here, because I think it's Jay-Z who said you could be spending your time anywhere else in the world, but you're here with us, and we appreciate that.
You?
Wow, that's so
really
gay.
like oh,
God. No. That is
so
sweet.
I have a question. Do you get dinner first usually, or you just bend over right away?
I honestly, I'm just a slut. Just fill me up.
Oh,
I'm already bending over. I'm already on you.
oh
He's probably
God.
got like a vibrator or something underneath those pants while we're having dinner.
What pants?
Yeah.
What pants?
I am literally not wearing pants right now.
I'm not either.
I heard it was cold up in Canada. How can you know pants? Also Canada.
We have heaters.
Oh,
We
okay.
we have heaters. We fill up with polar bear blubber, and we let it and go.
Sounds
Clubbing
good.
seal. Damien, clubbing baby seals is a national Canadian pastime, correct?
Hey, Canadian clubs are great. Why wouldn't baby seals want to go and party up?
Exactly. God, like, fuck, we have Deadmau5. Like, God, like, we got all the music we need. Deadmau5, Rush, and Tragically Hip. Boom. My
You also,
weekend
got
sold.
you also have your favorite hero, Justin Bieber.
And the Wolverine.
So, we do have one more actual interview question before we get to the user guests. We talked and we discussed, like you said, this is kind of our season 2 now.
But it is
So-
season 2. Fuck.
To get into season 2 on a bang, we have a surprise 4th question, and
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I think it's going to cause a lot of
Good
controversy
thing I stretched.
and a lot of struggle in the masses. You have to answer this 4th question.
I have to?
Yes.
Have to.
Okay.
Who is best pony?
Shit, because I'm always split, because you guys know my 2 waifus is Vinyl and Luna.
Mhm.
I'd go with Luna. I'm a huge sucker for Princess Luna.
You've heard it here,
Okay.
folks. Princess
Luna
Luna.
fag, apparently.
I'm a Luna fag.
Yeah.
But,
Also,
like,
do you think?
eventually somebody's going to make me explain why I like Vinyl so much. It's like the same way where I like Luna, where I don't follow the whole fandom thing. Like, oh, she's a gamer, and all that she does, she drinks Mod Dude, she's best friends with Diva. It's just, No, I like Luna.
She's best friends with Diva? This is new
I
lore
don't know,
that I'm hearing.
because she's a gamer, just whatever. It's kind of
So
like,
what you're saying is you just want to stick it in her pooper.
oh god, fuck yeah.
That's what we're okay. As long as we're on the same page.
I want to fill up those moon pies with the cream pie.
Ooh, dude.
Anyway,
This is a
Sweet.
this is a
let's move on to the first real questions. We're almost 20.
We're almost 20. What pencil?
Yeah, I was like, shit.
Now I'll
did I
never.
did I just die?
No,
She was gonna say 20% consensual, right?
I was not. I said we're almost 20 minutes in, and we haven't gotten to any of our user questions yet. So let's do that now.
Y'all knew this was going to happen when I got in here. Okay?
No, this is fun cast. This is serious cast because later on in a few weeks we're gonna have. Oh, I can't say that yet.
Can't say that yet. No.
So let's go to explosions. Explosion starts his question by saying, "Hey Damien, remember me? It's been a while. How's things? I just want to say thanks. Thanks for introducing me to this lovely stream and good HIE in general. It's been a real blast, and I want to die for saying that. Also, have you finally conformed to the brown side, or is that an old dead meme? Actually, it was dead from the beginning."
Okay, now here's the thing. I don't know if this is a meme for you guys because somebody further. I pulled a Hillary Clinton and checked all the comments beforehand to kind of get the questions. So I know that this shows up again in the comments. So I don't know if this is a meme from you guys or the brown. I don't know what the fuck brown sign is. The problem is with this podcast and the stream that I've been doing for a year is if a brown side is a part of my memes on stream, I don't know it. But yes, I do remember your explosions. You are an awesome guy. Thanks for showing up to my streams.
No.
They're going great. And it's your problem. You've been stuck with the GHIE. I don't control your life.
Yeah, you can leave anytime you want. Please don't leave.
Please don't leave me.
I think we're probably going to be stuck with explosions for forever, and honestly, I'm pretty happy with that.
It's true.
He's a pretty cool guy.
He's just violent enough to be cool, but not like Michael Bay levels.
Suicide's always an option.
Are we back to that now?
Are we back to
The sad thing, though, is that if we want to remain cool people, we can't look at explosions.
Because cool people
True.
don't look at explosions.
We've got to look away
Anyway,
from them. Let's move on to our next person. We have a question from Skeeter the Lurker,
Oh, hello.
who asks, "Name 2 stories you'd recommend, one of your own and one of someone else's."
All right, for my own first, pretty obvious. I'm gonna say No Magic Required. It's my most popular Clop fic. I would say alternative swearing, but that was a shit. It was one of those things where I wrote bullshit, and it just happened to be my most popular fic.
People love that. People love that fic.
I'd have to say that No Magic Required is my favorite fic of mine, and I'd recommend it. It's the one I've taken the most seriously in terms of Clop and story and romance, and I really enjoy it. And the fact that I got away with an Austin Powers reference and half the fic being a stupid Game Grumps reference, it's just great.
And people love it.
Yeah, people love it. And so, whatever.
And
then,
Damien.
What?
What partially inspired No Magic Required?
You make it seem like it's one of your fics.
You told me. Don't say otherwise.
It's been 2 years since I wrote the thing, dude.
Nate must stop being.
And Nate would stop self-fellatioing into yourself. There's people here.
Fellatio?
Self-fellating.
That.
Yeah. But do you
thank
want,
you, Pencil.
it was probably one of Enigma's fics where I was like, fuck it, I could do it too, so.
Probably, fuck it, I could do it better than this shit.
That's actually how I write most of my fics. I look at the feature box and I'm like, fuck it, I could write better than this shit, and I write a fic and it gets featured, so.
Is that why you read me and Enigma so much?
Right.
Wow, and I'm glad I was included last on that list. Shit.
Yeah, right?
But,
Oh, I had to beat
now,
myself up for a
someone
second.
else's, to go to the next question. A lot of you are probably expecting me to, like, pretty much say a Flammenwerfer fic, because I practically suck his dick 24/7.
Oh,
But,
he'll be sad he wasn't on this cast then. Shit.
Oh, this is going to be so sad.
But I would have to say is Get Me Out of Here's Exchange.
Yes.
Yes.
That I read in green text as it was happening, and then I missed a bit, so I found his I hunted down his paste bin just so I could read the rest of it.
Aw, that's sweet.
It's one of my bigger inspirations for me doing fics. And so if anybody here has not read Get Me Out of Here's Exchange, you need to.
It's just anything, GMO.
Fantastic.
Anything.
It was actually recently published in Russian.
Really?
In hardcover.
In
It's
hardcover.
beautiful.
I opened up a dialogue with him, and I have some sweet inside deets. You should pay attention to Get Me Out of Here if you really like that story.
Oh,
cool.
yeah. It's absolutely fantastic. And I highly recommend it. And yeah, once it started getting released in like prose, or as I like to say, putting your green to black, it really set off because he kind of dropped some of the 4chan like inside. He dropped a little bit of the flutter rape and added more detail, and it worked out a lot better. Like it's like you never knew something could be improved, and then somebody just improves it, and you're like, holy shit, that's even better. So that'd have to probably be my most favorite fic of all time. Although my best friend Stella's best OC. I love Stella, and I reference her half the time in my fics, like with a line, but it works.
Flam, no. Do you just tell him do you walk and be like, "Hi, Flam, I wrote your character into my fics. Love me."
No, since he's been on my own streams a few times too. So no, we're cool. We're cool with each other.
Oh, Flam's great.
Flam's great. Like he's been fantastic since the first part I met him. He's been great.
All right, now we got some questions from that other guy, who of course has a fuck, kill, marry scenario, and of course this week's theme is pets.
Woo!
And of course, as our new slogan is, especially for season 2, here on the Good HAE podcast, you can always choose to kill yourself.
Killing yourself is always an option is our new slogan this season. So
Killing yourself is always an option. God damn it. Fuck, kill, marry Winona, Angel Bunny, and Gummy.
Kill Angel Bunny, fuck Gummy, marry Winona.
That
so
was quick!
Would you fuck Gummy or would you have him give blowjobs? Because I hear toothless blowjobs are a thing.
See, that's the whole thing. I thought about this, and I thought I was gonna do like marry Gummy, fuck Winona, but I was like, that's a pretty small dog. And dogs are a man's best friend, so marrying the dog would be fine, because it doesn't include that you have to actually have sex with Winona. You just have to be married to her. So I'd rather spend my whole life with a dog than a toothless alligator. And I figured a gum job would be neat. And fuck Angel Bunny. Just kill her. At
that wedding between you and Winona, you can have yourself some roasted rabbit.
Exactly. Rabbit and a green peppercorn sauce. Hell yes.
Yeah, we can share it.
He also hit waifu, and that has to be avenged.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe that's just me.
There we go.
Moving on. Next question. Since jellyfish have only one orifice, would it be safe to say that fucking it is a vaginal penetration?
The problem with this is that jellyfish are mostly it's mostly a. I'm failing at bringing up the word for it, but it's mostly like a neurological. It's just a brain. That's a floating thing.
So it wouldn't be a vagina. It would be a mind
fuck.
I got there first. It's okay.
I would like to say Priest said that wrong. It's vaginal. So vaginal.
Oh yeah, look at
that. Oh, vaginal. God damn it.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's already cringeworthy.
It's
but
such
yeah,
a
no,
bad...
it'd be a brain fuck.
Next.
Okay. Next question is, are you as tight as a pickle jar?
Nope.
Next question.
Damn. What did Tara do to you?
Moving right along.
Personal thing.
That's still my favorite. That is still my favorite simile of all time. She was as tight as a pickle jar. I think it's a metaphor. No, it's not a metaphor. It's whatever. I'm too tired. Fuck this.
Next question. Do you think we will see more bat ponies in the show?
If we do, they're probably going to pull a changeling and make them all stupid. But with the thing with bat ponies in the show versus bat ponies in the fandom is they've had like 3 episodes where bat ponies have shown up, where they've had nightly bat pony threads for years. So I think we're expecting too much out of bat ponies to be satisfied with whatever they do on the show.
Yeah,
I
true.
think it's really fair. Yeah.
Yes. Next question. What is the most important thing when writing Klopp?
Well, one, spelling.
Yeah.
Oh.
Damn, kid.
I was
But,
hoping you would do something akin to that.
The thing is I'd like to say, I've thought this through. This is the problem with me not having my phone at work, is I can't be distracted by Facebook, so I have to think. If you want to write just Klopp that somebody will jack it to, you just have to have good spelling and good grammar and whatever. People will find whatever fetish you write is fine. Now, if you want something that people will like, it can't just be straight Klopp. You have to have some kind of a build-up before you get to the Klopp. And that just goes from straight, just pure Klopp to a Klopp with some plot. And that will make it a good Klopp fic. That, like, more, you'd probably get over 100 likes. People will enjoy it. You might hit the popular list. You know, you never know.
So what you're saying is, give them a good reason to bone.
Yeah. Now, if you want to get great Klopp, like No Magic Required, my best friend Luna, like ones that are featured and people will keep on coming back to, you want to write it so I'd say about 75% of its story and getting the relationship built up and then doing Klopp. So I think No Magic Required, you go through like 6,000 words before they actually start fucking. And you got to make it like more real, like in that way, because it a lot of people believe you have to have a relationship before you bang, so that's why I'm trying to make relationships before you get to the sex, which makes it a good Klopp because, hey, they've got a reason. But in my own experience and just we know in general that humans will fuck for no reason. So we've humanized ponies to the because it was made by humans, so they're all pretty human in terms of how they deal with things. So, you know, getting into that Klopp scenario isn't too hard. You two like each other, grab a drink. Yeah, sure, why not? Let's bone. It happens. So,
That's
like,
kind
you
of
gotta make
true
it
to life. Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta make it true to life. And if you want to make me like your fic, after they have sex, don't tell them that they love each other. Nobody ever, like, bones, flips to the sides, looks to the girl and goes, I love you. And then she looks at you and is like, I love you too.
Wow,
Nobody
you're having
does
bad
that.
sex then. I do
Yeah,
that
like-
every time. Fuck you. I say thank you and I say I love you and then we cuddle. What the
If you
fuck
can-
are you doing
If
wrong?
you can speak when I'm finished with you, you are not done.
Oh.
You underestimate me.
Holy
Oh,
shit,
probably
like,
you, yes.
I'm not even going to comment on this. I'm not going to jump into this can of worms.
It's just
Amy, it does the girl like give you a receipt afterwards or what?
no, but it's just I've had weirdest conversations after sex, so it's just
You've had weird
Like-
conversations after sex. What was it like? She rolled over and she looked at you, she's like,
Steve.
you know, I really am worried about that rash on the back of my ankle. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
okay, so example, not Tara, because I'm not going to discuss any of my sex life with Tara. But my previous girlfriend's a totally A game. So
Go on, by all means.
so like I railed one of them, and like, you know, we finished after sex cuddles and all, and it was just like out of nowhere she's just like, so when my parents die, how much of the inheritance do you think I'll get? And I'm like,
Whoa!
what?
Whoa!
That is
Dave.
all of the crazy.
Yeah,
Damien?
that's a little much for even me. Holy
Hey,
shit!
we were 3 years in, okay? So, like,
What-
what else are you gonna talk about afterwards?
Did she ask if you know any good hitmen?
Yeah, seriously, like,
We've discussed it.
I've had some weird things said right after, but no, like that tops it. I have nothing that weird that's ever been said to me after sex.
I mean, like,
I think the weirdest I have was the trap, and afterwards she like looks at me, almost tears in her eyes, and she's like, "My parents would kill me," and I was like, "That's the best thing I've ever heard. Thank you."
Uh,
But no, I've never had to be like, "What kind of inheritance would I get?" Like, fucking Jesus.
I've had a few things like, what the fuck? You left Netflix running? and I had
Shit, is the oven on?
I had something along the lines of like along the lines of the first time, like she looks at me and goes, "I can't believe I did that," and then I was like, "I can't believe we did that," and I just get this weird look. It's like, oh wait, I guess never mind. I guess I'm not involved in this.
Oh god, that's so depressing.
And then a few sentences after that, you said, "Crap! Quick, grab that dead cat."
Luna, what the?
Yeah.
Luna, fuck. Inigo, what the fuck?
Wait, no, like, did you not hear the story, Damien?
No.
Oh shit.
No, are we doing that story today? By the way, another good one is, yeah, I'm definitely going to hell for that. That's how you know it's a good time when somebody says,
That's a good one.
yeah.
Shit, I can't walk for like a week after this.
Yeah, like, those are good compliments. Like,
Can you help me up? I'm a little bit wobbly.
Do you think I should check out that doctor?
I did say something along the lines like, I've never seen it that long before, and that was a moment.
Do you think
Next
I should check out
question.
do you think
The next question.
we all got silent.
I never get to talk, damn it.
By the way, I'm just going to do this before we go on. Canada, Canada, Canada.
I need that. I need that drink now after that dead silence. Woo!
Is it supposed to drip out this much?
I'm sorry. Professor Plum in the chat responds, in this thread, Priest lies through his teeth. Oh, Plum, never change.
Oh my god, I can't link this chat to any of my friends now.
I hope that is not at all what was said after sex.
Oh no, not that line.
What? Next question.
Oh my god, I can't link this to any of my friends. That's a good one.
I can't Snapchat right now, oh my god.
So,
no. She says to you, you can send this to all your friends.
like,
Yes, pencil?
Enigma, what was the best thing ever said to you after sex?
Nothing, because it never happened.
I know, I just wanted to point that out to everybody.
Yeah,
So-
that's what I was gonna say. Damn it.
No, fuck. Go ahead, dig your grave.
So after checking out that boil on my back, should I go see a doctor?
Only if she's into that.
Moving on.
Wait, so she was looking at your back the whole time? Whoa, Enigma.
Happy National Women's Day! There you go.
Lemon's Day or Woman's Day?
Both.
Oh god, should we show the lemon?
Show the
Because
lemon.
that's an inside joke.
Show
We
the
can't-
lemon.
So Enigma's never gotten pussy before, so apparently his mom wanted to help him out and gave him this.
What?
send
no,
a-
that's not the context.
That's totally the context.
I need to post it in this chat. I don't want to go away.
Then we should probably do questions. I don't even care about questions right now. I'm just gonna drink and talk about sex. That's what we're doing today.
We're having fun. That's what matters.
No,
Fuck yes.
the context is,
Okay,
before
here we
these
go.
people warp it any further, is that
Wait,
my mother came back from the store and one of the lemons looked really, really strange enough for me to share it with these fucks. And now they're warping the context.
I say again, your mother knew that you never get pussy and so gave you something that at least resembled it.
All I see is hairy arm.
Yeah, I saw the hairy arm too, that was all.
But enough about my hairy arm.
Never enough about her.
Oh wait, because it's focusing on the chat. Never mind. All right, fuck it. We spent too much time on this.
Can you
Next
move
question.
it over? Oh, okay. Well,
No,
post
fine.
it in chat. Post in the chat. Post it in the chat.
Okay, I'll do that.
I can do that. I'm helpful. I promise.
Here.
Maybe you should ask questions while I
Yeah,
figure
it's
this
like-
out.
Okay, so the question. See, I miss milk. So
Milk makes things happen.
So next question is, Mother of God. Next question is, what is it that most people fail to do when they write a fic?
I find what they most fail, like what people most fail at when they're trying to do a multi-chapter story, is they forget they need to end it. So they get a great idea, like, oh, human in Equestria falls in love with Luna. I could write that, but they don't think of like, where does it end? Like, does it end when, like, they bump nasties and, you know, there's cum everywhere and they're like, yeah, that was nice, boom, end? Or is it, like, 5 years down the road? Like, you have to figure out when you're ending a fic. Because if you don't know where you're ending it, you don't know where you're going, and it's just gonna start off really, really good, as plenty of multi-chapter fics do, and it just plummets about 5 chapters in, and you're like, you could really figure out, wow, this guy had no idea what he was doing at the end of this. And that's where most fics usually fail.
All right, let's go to questions from Chat Penguin Lips. Question number 1. Jews or no Jews?
Really? That's what we're doing today?
Apparently.
Okay.
Yes, Jews, because I kind of like some kosher foods. So there you go.
All right. Question number 2. Chat dares you to insult pencil.
Insult pencil. No, it says insult pencil. I dare you. No balls. Where the hell does this balls thing? You're supposed to have the balls to insult pencil. And pencil, fuck you. You're not Canadian. You're not as good as I am.
That is the worst insult I've ever heard. I'm sorry. I I'm happy here with my freedom and my Stanley Cup winning hockey teams.
Oh, you mean?
Oh!
You know, the ones who won all the Stanley Cups in the 90s is one of the highest collective Stanley Cup games.
Literally
of all
20
time.
years ago. There are teenagers who have never seen a Canadian team win a Stanley Cup.
And they're the
Leafs
worst.
have never been as bad as they were in the last 20 years.
Oh.
And you can take your fucking mission cap curse and deal with that, too.
Oh, no, fuck off with the Leafs. The fucking Leafs suck, okay?
Thank you.
That's
Thanks.
the whole thing. If you're a Habs fan, you hate the Leafs. If you like the Leafs, you hate the Habs. That's just how it is.
Believe you're full of shit. I mean, you heard that stupid joke, right?
Do you want to know why the Leafs get so pissed off about talking about Montreal Canadiens? Because if I lost for over 50 years, I'd be pissed too.
Oh, here I got one for you.
God, I'd rather watch the Stars over the Leaves.
Guys, I don't speak snow Mexican, so I don't know what's going on here.
I got one for you because this is something we can agree on.
Did you just say snow Mexican?
Yeah,
That's
something
what
like
Canadians are.
Yeah, we're snow
Okay.
Mexicans.
Anyway, Damien. So, little kid goes into show and tell where he's supposed to bring your parent and talk about what they do for their job, and kid gets called up, and the teacher goes, "Well, why haven't you brought your parent?" And he goes, "Well, actually, my father is a male stripper, and he takes off his clothing for money, and I was really ashamed, and I asked him not to come." And the whole classroom gets silent. And on the way out, the teacher stops the kid and goes, "Hey, was that true what you said about your dad?" And he goes, "No, he plays for the Maple Leafs, but I thought that was less embarrassing."
Oh God, I love that. That's fucking great.
You're welcome.
Oh. All right,
God.
let's move along instead of doing hockey the podcast.
Sorry.
What is the gayest experience you've ever had, Damien? That is number 3.
I kissed another guy so I could have sex with a chick.
Attaboy.
Wow.
I approve.
Yeah, so did I. I had sex with a chick.
So you were a bullet, and to get to the woman, you had to go through the body armor. That was the guy.
Yeah, and he knew it was gonna happen too, so he was like almost my wingman on that one. And I was like, yeah, sure, let's do it. Fuck, like right now, if my friend Zach was here, who also does streams with me, was in the background, fuck it, I'd kiss him, whatever.
If you want to do stuff with my girl, you gotta pay the toll.
Oh, it wasn't even his girl. It was just a girl who I know kind of likes dudes kissing, like guys being comfortable enough just to like kiss, and me and my friend were like, fuck it.
Are guys kissing your fetish anon?
Oh my God.
Feel it just because we all need it, Canada.
The next question is, what is the greatest writing tip you've ever received?
Holy shit, you need an editor.
The tip of this dick. Anyway.
It was when because MLP isn't the first thing I started writing on, and this is why when I tell authors you need to start writing because this might not be the fandom you like, quote unquote, make it big or whatever. It because I started writing Pokemon back when I was like 19, and it was okay, but it was shit also because I needed an editor. So guys like, you guys are doing right. You need to get an editor. So you need to have that second pair of eyes to look over your fics. Because it's like my English teacher said, you can never truly proofread your own work. You need somebody else to look at it. So once I had somebody else started looking at my writing, it just improved, just shot up in quality. You could tell, definitely tell, because for Absolutely Breathtaking, I didn't have an editor, a proofreader. I had nobody for it because it was my first MLP like clop fic that really took off. I did 2 fics before that were shit, but this is the one that really started getting me going. So my biggest advice and what I got was just, you need an editor, because that second pair of eyes is just, I'm pretty sure everyone here can say truthfully, you need that second pair of eyes.
Unless you don't give a shit.
Oh yeah, if you just don't give a fuck about the quality that you're releasing, like, by all means, just do it, and that happens.
Yeah, but if you're looking to improve and you want to become like better, like not even for the fame, like you just want to get slightly better as an author, you need to do it.
If you want to get better as an author, definitely. But if you're also trying to do it just for the shame, the fame. I meant to say the fame, and I said the shame. I think that explains everything.
I was gonna say,
fuck, if you want to do it for like the shame and the fame, might as well get an editor so you can write really good vomit fics about beating Spike with a hammer.
And I will say, from honest to God, in the professional world, you will always have an editor. So get used to it.
Also, I don't know, Damien. The last time I followed that advice, my editor yelled at me not to reproduce.
I did.
It's true.
I did exactly. Hey.
Pencil's like, yeah, no, I totally did that shit.
Oh, I definitely did. In fact, probably the whole time I just hit a point where at first I was reasonable, and then I just went off the deep end, and I started telling him like, this sentence makes me want to tear my own teeth out with pliers. Why are you doing this? God, no wonder you can't write sex scenes. It's obviously you've never been within 50 yards of a vagina. Like, it was just, I got really mean after a while, and finally I was just like, until you learn to do this properly, don't reproduce, I think was my final sentence.
I think you also wrote down, God, no wonder your dad left.
Yeah, I
did. Here on the Good HAE podcast, we're kind. We're kind editors.
Hey, recently I told you that if you found a way, you could reproduce now. I'm not sure if you're physically able, but, you've improved enough.
Apparently, she's giving me back I've improved enough to have my rights to reproduce back.
Yeah, you have the right, not the ability necessarily, though, so that's the issue.
So, moving along. I think we kind of blended in with number 5, which is what is your greatest tip for other writers?
Yeah.
But
literally the greatest tip I got was the greatest tip I could give.
But perfect.
The greatest tip you got was from that dude you kissed.
I will be right back. Keep going. Be back shortly.
So, now we're going to go down to our next set of questions. And they are all from the display server Equestria's. We're going to pick a few of these here because they broke the one rule we have. No politics. And
as a quick answer to that politics, no, because I know less than him. End of politic question.
Display server Equestrius. That's what you said.
What would you do for a Klondike bar?
Pay for it.
Oh man, you're hardcore.
What the fuck, man? I bet you fucking hold hooves.
I look straight in the eye for the sole act of conception.
I bet you put your fucking spaghetti on a plate.
And I eat it with a fork, not chopsticks.
Jesus
I bet you do missionary.
I just said that.
I bet you order your steak medium well and put put your bottle of ketchup in the refrigerator.
Dishonor on you, dishonor on your cow, dishonor on your family, and yes, ketchup does go in the refrigerator. Fuck you.
No, it doesn't. It tastes weird. Okay. Let's see what else is in here. Okay, so you're a Pokemon guy, so I'm gonna take this question for any other reason than that you're a Pokemon guy.
Yeah, I already know for the fact you put Charizard, Squirtle, or Bulbasaur.
Right?
Charmander, Squirtle, or Bulbasaur. Come on, dude. I know you already have shit taste because you read Displaced Fix, but come on.
Did you say
All-
Bulbasaur?
You
Yeah,
did say
yeah.
Bulbasaur.
Bulbasaur.
I said Bulbasaur.
No,
we
you
heard
did not.
No, it's definitely
Yeah.
Bulbasaur.
At least I fucking got Charmander right.
Simon, can you play back Bulbasaur?
Bulbasaur.
Also, because I said I would for Plum, Canada.
But seriously,
but
what?
I'm a whore for fire types. I always went Charmander.
Nice. What is the best generation of starters overall?
Gen 3. Mudkip, fuck yeah. You also have Blaziken, who's just way too fucking powerful. And, what was it, Trico? Trico's alright. Apart from that, this most recent generation is probably the second strongest generation for Pokemon. Popplio got a little bit... You need to get used to that. Litten is absolutely great, and is Dark Fire, which is what I really like. And Rowlet is probably the first grass type I would ever consider choosing.
I was always more of an ice type guy.
Well, I'm always fire, so I'd kick your ass.
Oh.
All right, I'm gonna take the last question that I'm gonna do from Displacer.
Actually, do you want? I'm gonna do this real quick, if you don't mind.
No, go for it.
For the Nintendo, I'd say Mario, Minecraft to Terraria, Minecraft, better mods, and better community, and better game. How many fucks do you give on average? About 0.78. Which MLP shipping do you allow the most and do you allow the least? I really like Glimmer and Spike because I'm a complete idiot. And I allow the least is Derpy Hooves and the Doctor because that's fucking stupid.
Hey.
No, it's true.
Which
It's bad
shipping
shit.
do you allow the most and do you allow the least? I allow the most is probably Junkrat and Symmetra because of Chaos and Order. And the one I don't like the most, or like the least, would probably be Mercy and Genji because that's weird. Would you watch Priest King dominated by Flesh I Become a God? You wrote it so that I would become a god, yes, and the same with the next one, because would you watch this to become Super God? Yes, I would, and there you go.
You nailed it.
God, way to go! I'm just gonna sit
I'm
back
proud
and-
of you. Like that was good. But
Congratulations,
you did
JD.
miss the one question that I was gonna ask you. Why is Enigma hated? Why should he be hated?
Hey.
Enigma's like Nickelback, where he exists, but everybody likes to make fun of him.
Yes, that's actually really accurate.
Look at this piece of shit. Every time he talks, it makes me sick. Like seriously.
Look at this piece of shit. Every time I want to make fun of it.
Not bad.
Look at this graph.
Did you just say, look at this giraffe?
The graph.
Or that Source filmmaker where it's like, look at this photograph every single time. And then it just pitch bends every single time. It makes me laugh over and over again.
Oh,
and then
God.
like think of dick butt. It's fantastic.
All right, now we're gonna go to questions from Alex _, who has questions designated specifically to you.
Yes.
First question: can I call you Damien?
Yes.
Question number 2: what is your funniest anecdote? Your funniest story, one that you would impress people with at bars, when you tell your best friends for a good time. What's your funniest anecdote?
Oh God, see, this is the problem with working in retail food and all channel is you just get, pardon me, you just get so many stories come in because you just experience a lot customer service. Now, the one I like telling people is so I worked at a Dairy Queen in Park Royal, which was inside of a mall, and we closed at about 7 o'clock on Thursdays and Fridays because it's West Van, and anybody who knows of West Van knows that old people live there and they close everything early. So we're super dead. It's January. Like nobody's showing up at the malls because it's after Christmas and nobody has money. So it's the slowest time. So I'm just sitting there at my Orange Julius Dairy Queen booth, and it's I now work in a actual Dairy Queen. This is just in a mall booth, and I've got everything cleaned. The DQ pump is fully flushed through with water to put new ice cream in tomorrow. Everything's done. I even have the money counted up, and it's not supposed to be done until after close, obviously. But I was like, "Fuck it, I'm just getting out." 6:59 rolls around, and my clock is a little bit further ahead in the back. So on my clock in the back, it says about like 7:02 or whatever. So a woman comes up, probably my first customer in 2 hours. And I'm like, the gate is already like mostly closed, and my hand is on it, slowly pulling it across because it's a heavy piece of shit. And she's like, no. It's 6:59. You have to serve me. And I'm like, excuse me? No, you have to serve me now. You still open. It's 6:59. Look at watch, 6:59. And I'm like, oh, I just look at her, I'm like, no, we're closed. It's past 7 according to my clock. No. Show me your clock then, because you still have to serve me. And I'm like, all right. So I back up to show I'm not screwing around with the clock. Grab the clock off the wall that it's behind things that she can't see, but it's to show that I'm not screwing around with it. I show it's like about 7:05. And she's just like, hey, sorry, ma'am. It's past 7 o'clock. Everything's closed. I cannot serve you. And then she looks at me and goes, that's bullshit. I smile, turn around and go, no, ma'am. That's a clock. Have a nice day. And then she just the biggest fuck you, like, angry stank face a woman could ever have. And it's she says something obviously not in English and then just walks right off.
Oh.
Why?
No, that's a clock.
That had to feel good, didn't it?
Oh, that's the reason why I love telling it to people who are in, like, stores, is because every single time, like, you close at, like, a clothing store or a restaurant, and somebody comes in, they're like, wow, we got here just before it closed, we could shop, and everybody inside of a store is like, fuck you. Get out. So whenever I tell people who work in clothes, like in any store where that can happen, they're like, oh my God, I'm vicariously doing that through you right now. It feels so good.
It's true. Yeah, it's totally true.
That's so lewd.
By the way, can you say sorry again?
Sorry.
No. Say it more Canadian.
Oh, sorry.
There you go. That's what I wanted. Thank you.
Yay. And we also said Canada, so there's 2 drinks now.
Can you also say about?
A boot.
Yeah.
Oh, so I was like going a boot with my friend, right? Pulling a dart.
Just becoming so Canadian, you become Scottish.
I can't do a Scottish, which is why I could kind of get to Canada.
When you went a boot, I was like, okay. Well, all right, Scrooge McDuck, fuck you.
There's sections of Canada that has slightly different accents, like the prairies have a different than Ontarians, and so the prairies being, like, the center of Canada, Manitoba, Saskatchewan, and Alberta, and the Maritimes, which is Prince Edward Island, Nova Scotia, New Brunswick, Newfoundland, Labrador, and parts of Quebec. So, like, they all have, like, different slight accents. Just as, like, a Canadian fact for everybody, for, like, that, anybody who says A, or like, oh, it's about fucking time, right, is pretty much Ontarian, because that's where it comes from. But if they sound like off Scottish, they're most likely from the Maritimes, which is the islands on the side there.
When I was in Calgary, I was ready for, like, that thick Canadian accent.
Yeah,
and it wasn't fucking there.
That's the Texas of Canada, is Calgary.
I got that feeling when I was there too. But I do remember 2 things about Canada, which I will never forget. Your horseback trails are fucking phenomenal. Like, period.
That's all they do in Alberta.
It's amazing. And the other thing is, I miss poutine. I miss it so much.
It's fine.
I used to live in Ontario, and the trains would go from Toronto to Quebec, Montreal, and Quebec City. That's also how you could tell a lot of people from Canada, and if they're French descent, which I do, is we'll say Quebec, not Quebec. Going into Quebec, we went to Montreal, and I picked up real Quebecois poutine, and it was phenomenal poutine. and oh, it was so good. And now because poutine's been around since the 50s, people realize this. But thanks to the internet, it's over the last 10 years, it just spread across Canada like a plague of French fried, covered in cheesy goodness and gravy locusts.
There's a place in my town there's a place in my town I recently went to. They're doing this burger challenge, and they had a create your own poutine bar where they had literally just trays of fries and tater tots, if that was your thing, and a gravy fountain, and all sorts of like drizzles and all different kinds of fried cheeses.
And the fresh cheese curds. And the fresh cheese curds, right? And the fresh cheese curds and the fresh cheese curds, right?
Fresh Wisconsin cheese curds.
I think the reason why the FDA doesn't approve it is because it's unpasteurized.
I think the reason the FDA doesn't approve it is because it's too tasty and it will literally kill us dead because of all of the gravy.
Oh, that's why we have free healthcare.
So, okay, I realize we've been super on, like, Canada's dick, but I want to, before we move off of funniest anecdote, there was a story you told last time when you were on the cast the first time that I think
that was more than 5 minutes ago. I can't remember.
It's about your personal interaction with the show and making a specific cake. I would really love if you could retell that story for those who are tuning in for the first time.
All right, so a lot of people who've been in the GHE chats or have been on my streams, they know I work at Dairy Queen. And I've been working at Dairy Queen for 5 years, 3 in the current location I'm at, and I do a lot of cakes. Now, a woman comes in, and we started doing Fluttershy and Rainbow Dash cakes because we had a really shitty horse head as the cakes that we put up, like, because we have a display cake for just pick up cake and go. So we had a really shitty horse head. So I looked at that, and I brought in Rainbow Dash and Fluttershy. Fluttershy kind of sold, but Rainbow Dash is the one that continually sells, just because it's colorful. Kids like color. So the Rainbow Dash is up front, and a mom comes in, and she's just like, "Hey, can I pick up this cake?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure, no problem." That she's like, "All right, so I need you to write 'Go Maddie Go' because my daughter's about to go off to college." And I'm like, yeah, no, that happens a lot. So what color can you write it in? And then she's like, well, what do you got? And I'm just looking at Rainbow Dash, and I know a little bit of color theory. So when you have light blue, bright orange, it complements it really well. So as a side note, that's why a lot of early video games would do game characters in blue and the backgrounds in orange. That's just a thing. But so I had this light blue, which is obviously Rainbow Dash, and then I was like, I could write "Go Maddie Go" in orange, and she goes, "That's absolutely perfect. My daughter does voice acting for a character, and that character's orange." And I'm like, "Oh, really?" And she's like, "Yeah. Do you know the show My Little Pony?" And it's one of those times where it's like, oh God, this is being brought up in public. Now, my defense is that although I watch My Little Pony, a lot of adults come in and they don't know what the hell their kids watch. So my defense on kids shows that I do watch is, oh no, I have to know the characters because I have parents that come in and don't know anything. I'm not going to tell people, yes, I watch My Little Pony, and I've clopped off to Scootaloo and Rainbow Dash going at it. So I'm not going to tell her that. So I'm just like, yeah, no, I know of the show. I do a lot of kids' cakes. And she's like, well, my daughter does a thing on the show. Her name's Scootaloo. And I'm like, yeah, no, I know Scootaloo. I've seen a few clips on the internet. And then she's like, yeah, no, it's been really cool how like the show is just really like, you know, it's just been really good experience. And, you know, she has a show and now she's going off to college, and I just want to get her a cake and it, you know, to go. And I'm like, yeah, sure, no problem. So like in the back, I'm like, oh my God, I'm feeding Scootaloo a Rainbow Dash cake. So Go Maddie Go, I write it on there. And it's funny how the orange came about, and it just, everything worked out. So I pass off the cake to the mom, and she's ecstatic about it. And apparently on Maddie's Instagram, or Instagram? No. That
Twitter?
Snapchat's the one that goes away. Instagram's the one that stays, right?
Yes.
I don't use these.
Instagram stays, right. Snapchat goes away.
All right. On her Instagram, she this is going to be 3 years old, so I don't even know if she has the photo. But it's a photo of her holding up the Rainbow Dash cake saying, "Go Maddie Go," and my friend linked me it saying, "Holy shit, did you do this?" And I'm like, yes. So it was like, so my contribution to the entire fandom is I was able to give the voice actor of Scootaloo, a Rainbow Dash cake. And a year later, about 2 years later, I wrote a Scootaloo fic. So...
See, now one of these days, when we're actually somewhat legit, we'll have you tell that story on the
Give me a
cast.
sec, my phone's going off and I'm turning it off. Fuck you, phone.
This is so unprofessional. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Nobody calls me. It's a 1-800 number. Ringtone. Fuck off.
Implying we're professional.
The best part, that's a standard Samsung ringtone, I can tell.
That's the thing. That's how I know it's a bullshit number. Is because
Now I'll never know why,
Nope,
because...
dead. Someone call the
Dead.
ambulance.
Kill.
And they sped past.
Okay, we'll move to the next question. Thank you for telling that story. I really wanted that.
okay, so
Pencil's dying.
Lawyers called. Maddie's lawyers called and said, shut the fuck up, and then shut off his internet. So
Shut it down. Shut it all
shut
down.
it down. Oh no! If you want me to get shut down for something, so
here we go.
Here we go.
To the Rainbow Dash cakes. I've already said enough to have half the people who know this story go, "Oh my god!" So this is where the 18 plus comes in. So we'll do anything on a cake as long as it's not racist, and even then, if you're the race, we'll probably get away with it. And no swastikas, no Nazis. That's a solid rule. And because the last thing we need is somebody to do a news story about how Dairy Queen ice cream may be a little bit too white. So, we'll
But
do
you have
anything
chocolate.
yeah, I know, right? So we have the Rainbow Dash cake up front, and I have a bunch of college guys come in, and they look at the cake and they're, "Oh yeah, let's get the Rainbow Dash cake. Oh, it's gonna be fun." So they put up front and they're like, "Can you write something on the cake?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'll write whatever you want on the cake. Whatever we want." And I'm like, "I will literally write "fuck you" on this cake if you want me to." All right, give me a sec. So like these three guys just huddle up and they're like, "All right, what you get?" And they're like, and the Asian of the group comes up and he's like, "Hey, can you write this?" And it's bukake and like Huang Huang. I whatever. But the main part is bukake. So I'm like, "Yeah, no, I'll write bukake on the cake. It's perfectly fine." And do you want me? And then my friend Zach's there, and like we're it's probably 9:00 at night, so we're past giving any fucks. So I was just like, "Do you want me to put white streaks on her face?" And he's like, yeah, do it. Like these guys are pumped because they're like, "Oh my god, this guy's actually gonna do the cake." And me and Zach are like dying on the inside, trying not to overreact of how much fun we're gonna have with this cake. So I bring it to the back, right, Bukake, and then I'm starting to put the white on her face, and then I hear from the front, "Yo, man, can you put a dick on that cake?" And then so
I'm sorry, I wasn't ready.
So I just. They got me laughing. So from the back, I just yell out, "Yo, you guys want a dick on that cake?" And they're like, "Yeah, put a dick on the cake." So because I spent too much time online, I draw a realistic blue horse dick on the cake. Like, we're talking, there's a meteor ring, the tips flared, and 2 decent-sized balls on Rainbow Dash.
If you are drinking at home, you better start.
I put that,
Canada. Continue.
Jesus Christ.
I also have that spewing out cum too, and I put a little cum on the back. I think there's cum on the back part of her tail, or I regretted not doing it. I can't look it up right now. But so yeah, it's a fooded Dash with cum on her face with her cock coming, saying "Bukake Huang" on the cake. And yeah, that's probably my worst cake I've done, except for probably putting a dick on Elmo, but the Rainbow Dash one holds a special place in my heart.
Oh my lord.
That's
Damien,
Tickle me Elmo!
Damien, if I recall correctly, you're doing this like as a secret service underneath your higher ups.
Oh no, my boss knows.
Oh,
I showed him the picture. He doesn't care. It's Shakespeare's. There is a pic to it. If you put me on, if you ding me on Discord, or if you message me on Fimfic with your Discord, I'll send it to you.
Everyone wants the picture. Everyone wants the picture.
I can't link it because it's not on any image pardon me, it's not on any image hosting site. So
Send it to me. I'll put it on an image.
but there
hosting.
is pics. There are
I
pics.
will put it on an image
It's
posting
legit.
site. I will put it there.
Yeah, we can probably put it in Twitch stream, but we can't put it actually on the stream. So if you have the chance to find it, we'll find a way to share it with the chat. But oh my lord, and we definitely can't put that on YouTube. So let's move on to the next question.
Put it on
because
Derpy
we're
Boru. Hey, that's actually
on.
not a bad idea.
That's a great idea, actually.
Do you want, I'm gonna put it on Derpy Boru after the chat or after the cast, and we'll see how it goes from there.
You can mark yourself as the artist.
I'm gonna need one of you guys, not chat, but like Priest or Rob or whoever, just to send me just a message to remind me to do that.
You got it.
Let's move on because we are so stuck.
If you were given the ability to fully plan your own funeral, what would it be like?
Extremely short with a large party afterwards, because I'd rather have people come together and just talk. And even though it's a sad time, I've been to a lot of celebrations of life where it brings people together to speak again. And if I was to have like a funeral like that, I'd like to have enough people come by and reconnect. That's and really good food. I want everybody to bring really good food, because if you're gonna be sad, don't be hungry.
So you want a poutine fountain at your funeral?
I want a chili goddamn fountain at my funeral if I can. I love chili.
But the beans would get clogged.
Not if you have a big enough spout.
All meat chili.
No, you need some beans. You need to balance that out. You need to have meat and some beans in there.
Give it options. You can have all bean chili fountain next to an all meat chili fountain, and people can just like put their bowl in one and then put their bowl in the other and mix.
But where do the peppers go?
Oh, and you have to read out alternative swearing as a eulogy. I saw somebody put it on. Use one of my clop picks or clop fix, not picks, clop fix, but definitely alternative swearing.
Oh my god, yes, reading out a clock.
And Highway to Hell. I know it's cliche, but I need to have Highway to Hell being at my funeral.
Really? Because I think like so you have to go with
Sellers version.
You have to have something like
exclusively AC/DC.
No, like have some like grade school kids come and sing it as a choir.
Yes.
You know, I realize we're a part of a very special generation that there are going to be a good chunk of us that will play Never Gonna Give You Up at our funeral as like one last fuck you. We're that generation.
When the song ends, a huge banner goes down that says, "I just made you all lose the game."
Well, you know what's
why would you do this? I don't even play, but what the fuck, man?
No, the rule is once you hear about it, you're always playing. There's no such thing as not playing the game.
that. But I will say,
made 25 people lose the game.
just so you know, you know what Flammenwerfer is going to have on his gravestone?
Oh,
He's gonna No, he's going to have "Can't Wake Up" on his gravestone. He realizes that one of two things is going to happen. Somebody's going to walk by and go like, "Oh, that's really deep," or like people be hanging out in the graveyard and someone will walk by his grave and just go, "Wake me up inside!" And it's like, "Oh God!" He's like, be forever trolling people.
No, it's just...
One is that dying was a grave mistake.
Oh God!
I love that. I want that on my tombstone. Oh, okay. Next. If you were a superhero, what would your superhero name and catchphrase be?
I already got a superhero name. Darkside. Just fucking stick with that. Catchphrase is, oh, it's about time.
Nice.
Somebody comes around, oh, it's about time.
Now, you have another fuck, kill, marry, and of course, on the Good HIE podcast, killing yourself is always an option. You must
Only
choose.
cowards kill yourself.
You must choose between a man, a woman, and a child.
I would have to say, just because there's somebody else in the room, and this is a little weird, I'd have to say, we'll name that 1, 2, and 3. Marry 2, marry 1, F2, kill 3. The reason why is I don't want things that aren't mine in here.
Okay.
I like you.
Well then.
So later on, when a specific significant other listens to this,
Yeah, she won't listen.
okay. Well, now she will. All right. Now to the regulars that are on.
Us?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
If I sent each of you a lock of my hair, are any of you likely to send me one of yours back? They would pay for postage.
I would send you a lock of hair. I cannot tell you what part of my body it would be from, though. It could be from between my toes, my pubes, my hair, like on my head. It would happen. Like you could get my arm hair for all you know. So I don't think you want to do that.
Can I just send it the? Can I just send it the vagina?
I hear a
lemon
child.
instead?
I need to kill.
Shit.
Oh my god!
Oh, all right.
Here on the
Next.
Good HAE podcast, we do not condone the killing of children. Only yourself.
Only yourself, yes.
Rob, there's still room to bury bodies in your yard, right?
There's always room to bury bodies.
Perfect.
All right. So, who would you want to play you in Good HAE podcast the movie?
Oh! Danny DeVito.
Hey, Danny, who talks to you?
Could I get Sigourney Weaver to play me, even though she's older than me?
Oh.
Hey,
Can I
she's
get-
still-
actually?
She's still rocking. She's
Could I
still
please
rocking.
get Sigourney Weaver to play me?
I don't want to toot my own horn, but I like to think that I looks like a younger, dorkier Keanu Reeves.
No, you
No,
have
you
Michael
don't.
Cera.
Oh.
More realistically, though, I will say, Enigma, if you're gonna get, are you looking for somebody your age or somebody older than you to play you?
Don't really care. Appearance-wise is what I'm going for.
Like, appearance-wise, I suppose Ellen Page could actually play me. But, she's short. But for Enigma... Oh, God. Help me.
You do remember
Michael
what I look
Cera!
like, right?
No,
Well, while
Michael...
you're discussing, I know I'm not a part of this, but I would like to be played by Mike Myers if I'm going to be, just because of Canada.
Fucking General
Drink.
Noish, the winner of the fucking best comment of the Howitzer Award, just wrote down saying that Tommy Wiseau should play me.
You're
Actually,
tearing me apart, Enigma!
I'm really okay with Christopher Mintz-Plasse playing Enigma.
Oh,
I
what,
have
George
no idea
Lopez?
who that is.
McLovin,
Oh.
Actually,
because he
that's-
has aged, and he could play Enigma. He could do it.
What would the plot of the movie be?
What would the plot of the movie be? Does it need to have a plot? Does this ever have a plot? Jesus.
I feel like
Also, but
I feel like the plot would be we go to a con, and by the time we walk out, everything's falling apart.
Priest, who's gonna play you? I didn't catch that.
See, like, my favorite actor is Leonardo DiCaprio because I'm an edgy fuck.
Oh dear God!
Stop! He's handsome.
Oh my God!
Can I continue? But I would honestly probably say, and his name actually escapes me. He's another one of my favorite actors.
Picking Vin Diesel. What's wrong with you?
Not Vin Diesel. I don't look anything like Vin Diesel.
I don't look
Fair.
like Mike Myers.
Who's the guy that is in Ferris Bueller's Day Off, but he's a side character, and then he's the kid in Primal Fear?
No.
I
And
think
he's
I know what you're
also-
talking about. I don't know the name of the actor, but I do know what character you're talking about.
And then am I dumb, or is he also in Fight Club?
Hey, we don't talk about that.
Yeah, the person who plays Cameron. Mystery, you're right.
But Priest.
Hmm.
But Priest.
Yeah.
Check that stream only.
Check the stream only? Celebs bios? Vin Diesel. Aww.
Oh my
See?
God!
Pencil,
That's
you were kind of
good.
Pencil, you were kind of right. I looked up McLovin actor right now, and
Told
yeah,
you.
it kind of looks a little bit like me.
Yeah.
Should I be worried that none of you have argued the fact that I said Danny DeVito for myself?
No, you're right!
Like, you'd be great. You'd be great at Danny DeVito. That'd be a great thing.
Okay, to it.
Dog.
Last but not least, because, Jesus Christ, we only have 45 minutes left.
We're doing this.
Alex _ asked to Enigma, what are we doing on the bed, Enigma John?
No.
Yes.
Now, to Charlie, we have questions from Charlie Horse. So, Damien, How do you feel about science fiction themed ponyfics? Is the setting just too different, or are magic and science too hard to mix?
Now this is a funny one because people often think, oh, magic and science are too hard to mix, but I can't remember who said it, but it's in the future technology will be so advanced it would be indistinguishable from magic. So I don't think it's too hard to mix magic and science together. Like hell, just think teleportation. We have advanced technology, but Twilight can teleport herself. So it's like it as long as anything's done well where it makes sense and it blends into My Little Pony, it could work. Hell, like Cat or K-Cat or whatever you call it, did Fallout Equestria, and it's like one of 3 fics that ever pulled off Fallout Equestria right. Sorry, Enigma, I haven't read yours, but I doubt it. And
He said sorry again. He said sorry again.
I know, I say that a lot. I'm Canadian. That's literally what we do.
I know. Also
way too
drink.
much.
That's what they're all about.
But I think that you can mix science fiction and MLP together. Specifically, like I said, because up to a point, technology is indistinguishable from magic. I have a piece of plastic in my hand that can communicate with anyone in the world that I want to. Tell somebody that 20 years ago, that's magic. Like, you know?
No, I know exactly what you're saying. It's hard to believe the way the technology's evolved.
Yeah, and there's parts of MLP that we've talked about technologically, like I said, teleportation, instant healing of wounds, like that, and spontaneous combustion, and like that is magic, but at the same time, you can get to that point in technology. So who knows? Might work out.
Next question. Would you read a fic that left out ponies and only included minotaurs or other obscure MLP canon species, but no pony? Would you dare to write such a fic, or would you fear low readership?
Now, would I read a fic that left out ponies? I've read multiple green texts that dealt with griffins. The thing is with ponies is we all get together because most of the series is pony. If it is going to be about griffins or minotaurs, might as well make it your own series and not be anything about MLP, because then what's the goddamn point? Now, if you're doing it with changelings are pony-ish and are very integral to the series of pony, so it still makes sense. Same with the griffins. It's probably why I liked it so much. But if you're going to be like, the bat ponies, well, just might as well just do bat characters. Like, at that point, you're going away from MLP and in terms of what you're really actually writing. And what would be better? A fic that tries to play itself in Equestria that you're doing with only minotaurs, or doing like an ancient Greek fic that does minotaurs? Like, the only difference is you're just chucking Equestria in there. So might as well not do it, or not do it with MLP and host it on Sofurry than trying to pull it off. In terms of me writing it, probably, again, I wouldn't if it was an MLP fic.
But Damien, it would be My Little Changeling. Is that not what Pencil wants?
My Little Changeling would work because it's still pony. But, like, what he says, other obscure MLP canon species. Like, obscure, like what? Like what was it? The fuzzy, the butterfly fucking things? I don't know.
Breezies.
The breezies, yeah. Like, what else would you do? Like those? Like, might as well just do a fairy
These were fine in the old series. Anyway.
So it's less of, it's like, what I think one of the writing tips for on MLP, on FimFic, is literally like, if you don't have ponies in it, then might as well, if you're not gonna have ponies, why have it? Or if you're gonna force ponies, don't force it. So I don't think it'll work.
What about the versions where they're humanized?
Yeah, that works. But it's just, you still gotta have ponies in an MLP fic. But, like, again, to just go right back onto the question, if it left out ponies, you might as well just write in a different fandom. Like, go to FA, go to Sofurry, write a story, post it on there. Might as well do that, because you'll have way more freedom to work with than trying to force an MLP reference.
I do think that's pretty fair, though. some things have places and some things don't. The next question kind of ties in with the changelings that we were talking about before, though. Do you like or dislike what happened to changelings at the end of the most recent season?
I'm an asshole who's only watched probably the first 2 seasons and then got the channel fix.
So I have a question.
They look stupid. I like the original look.
Okay, so you do know what they look like at least.
Because that's chintinous and like they're bug. And
It's what is that word you tried to use just now?
Chintinous, like
Chitin.
Kite. That's chitin. I've never had to say it in real life.
Chitin.
I've never had. Thank you. I've never
He
had
never
to
had to.
in real life.
He never had to Satan before.
Yeah, like so. I've always looked at it. Chitinous, whatever. So, well, like CHIN, chitinous. So chitinous. Okay, so yeah, but they're like bug-like, and they remind me of real species of bug. So, bing.
I'm really sorry to interrupt, but how do you pronounce that?
Chitin.
Kite? See, I was like chitin or something.
Yeah, no, I always thought it was chitin.
I thought it was chitin too.
Chitin.
Damn you people!
Pencil, you might be proud to know that I actually knew it was chitin.
Oh
Like,
god, Enigma
this
knew and you
worst
guys
thing is-
didn't.
At cons, people say chitin, so I've always assumed, okay, that's what it is. So no one's ever corrected anything of that. Oh god, we're so wrong.
Look it up on fucking Wikipedia or Google or something. It's
I've
chitin.
never had to.
Well, obviously
Anyways.
you did.
Next
Sorry.
question. Do I like what happened to them? No. Well, but it's not. I'm not butthurt about it. I'm still gonna write them being black and green.
I like how someone's commenting saying that if I'm right, then Pencil must be wrong.
All right, so let's move right along here because I'm realizing we only have about less than 40 minutes.
I like how you guys stick to actual time schedules.
No, it's all good.
Try.
We try so hard, and most of the time it just like happens. But like it's like timing during sex. Sometimes it just happens, but we have to rush sometimes. So, for Tony Montana, they ask, what fic are you most proud of?
I've already answered that. That'd be no magic required.
All right. When did you start writing? It was a few years ago, you said. But...
No, like almost a decade ago.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, like I first started, like the first thing I ever wrote for the internet was fic. But I had a huge love for Final Fantasy Tactics Advance, so I did write a little couple fanfics, mostly between friends for that. But as for writing for a public audience, it was when I was 19. But I've been writing on and off since I was 17. And I'm 27 now, so that's 10 years.
Shit, you're old.
I know, right?
Well,
How old are you?
I'm 27.
Oh, we not do that. We don't do that. Sorry, we don't say our ages.
There are no
Yeah,
age.
sorry.
There are no
It's
ages.
one of our rules. We don't do that.
Yeah.
I say it on my own stream, so I don't mind my...
We never want to find out if a guest is like 13. Like, I'm 13. I'm like, I can't talk about pony penis anymore because I will go to jail. So we just don't.
I'm 11, and what's this? What's your favorite character to write?
I'm 40, you're all a bunch of weirdos.
Go away, Danny.
Sorry, what
Favorite character to write?
Anon.
God, I
But
love
if we're
you.
going... Yeah, like, it's just... Whether or not I'm doing a second-person fic where it's explicitly Anon, or if it's just you being in the fic, second-person fics reinvigorated my love for writing, so it has to be Anon.
Alrighty. Favorite fetishes?
Anal toys, cum inflation, tentacles.
Alright, I'm going to skip the game conversation unless you want to talk about your favorite games and what games you're looking forward to for this year.
My favorite games are Bethesda games because I'm going to explain this real quick. In games like The Witcher, Dragon Age Inquisition, Mass Effect, the major RPGs that everybody is used to playing, and why Bethesda gets a bad rap is with those, you guys experience the story. You go through the story. It's way linear each time. That's why I kind of don't like The Witcher. I know it's a phenomenal game, but like Dragon Age, The Witcher, it's just I feel like I'm being led through a story. Whereas Bethesda, instead of experiencing a story, you experience the world, and the stories they have in the game, especially like the first main quest or whatever, is to just kind of push you through the world to discover all these stories, which is why, like, say, for example, in Skyrim, you have to go through the main quest, you have to touch on the Thieves Guild, you have to touch on the Mages Guild, you have to possibly talk to the companions because you're right in Whiterun, you have to talk to other people, like, you experience a lot of stories while you're going through the main story, which I guess is a lot why people think, oh, Bethesda can't write a story. They're making a world for you to go through, and I like that, and it's unique, because I can't find another game that plays like that. But the games I'm looking to this year, definitely, if it comes out this year, Red Dead Redemption 2. Because as much as I am a huge thing for RPGs and that, I am a big-ass slut for Westerns. The Good and the Bad, the Ugly is one of my favorite of all time. Like, the old Clint Eastwood spaghettis are so good. And I just love it. So the first Red Dead Redemption, I think, is almost flawless in terms of story execution. Some people don't like the ending. I think it's a perfect Western ending. He redeems himself, and then that happens. But just I'm
give
really
it away.
looking forward
Who
to
haven't
it.
seen it? There are people who haven't seen it, so don't give it
Yeah.
away.
That's why Red Dead Redemption. He redeems himself. Things happen. So
I heard you say Clint Eastwood spaghetti.
Clint Eastwood spaghetti.
Spaghetti Western.
No, Clint Eastwood spaghetti Western. That's all I need in my life now. Okay. Next.
How about you go back in the corner, Enigma?
Let's go.
Now, thoughts on drinking tits? Okay.
Did you say drinking tits?
Dragon tits.
Look, I would love to drink some tits.
Okay? Well, speaking of your accent, what's the next one?
What's it like in the northern land called Canada? I walk outside and gun. Like, you'd be surprised how much people hate guns up here. It is insane. It's like I walk into America, for example, and I feel like I've gone back 10 years. Like, it's weird. It's like we're like America, but we're different. Like, I've got a friend who's gay, who lives in Tennessee, who came up here. Or no, he's in Georgia. Came up here to visit my other gay friend, so, you know, they could have a gay old time. And he was really cautious about just hanging around my other friend a little bit too closely because, you know, in the southern states, I don't know, it's just stereotypical that you don't do that out in the public and open. But in Canada, two gay guys can just hold their hands in the street and nobody's gonna give a shit. Like, it's like, we don't care. So it's a lot like America. There's just a lot of small differences. You could walk down a dark street at night and not expect somebody to pull a gun on you. But
Canada, again, like America, but different.
Yeah, we're like America, but the main difference are PSAs. Look up Canadian PSAs. They're fucking horrifying.
These announcements are my favorite. The don't get electrocuted at power plants one is probably my favorite I've ever seen.
My favorite one to cringe at is I'm getting married tomorrow, but I'm not going to because there's a slippery floor at my surface at work. And then, like, she slips on the floor and pours boiling hot water on herself. And the PSA normally would cut out, as she's screaming, pouring water on herself. But you get, like, one frame of fucked up face. It's just like, ah!
Holy
Canada
shit.
loves to terrify people. I love it so much.
What about the rape whistle?
I don't know. We do teach about the rape whistle, but also the best song you could ever have growing up is "Don't You Put It in Your Mouth."
Don't you put it in your mouth? Don't you put it in
your mouth?
Don't you stuff it in your face? Don't you stuff it in your face? It might look good to eat, and it might look good to eat, and it might look good to taste. I haven't seen that in like 20 years, and I saw
it like 2 years ago. Jesus. Sorry, we need
Tara
to
singing it in the background.
We need to move on.
All right, we're gonna move down to questions from Uetol, who starts by saying, "All glory to Vylon. Invisible Davis, thank you for your service," which we all emulate over here as well. To the questions, to everybody, but of course including Damien. Do you know the "What the Fuck Is Wrong With You" podcast on Radio Dead Air /Channel Awesome?
No,
I do.
You do?
I know of it. I've never seen it.
I've never seen it either.
You don't see radio, you hear it.
Well, people are on our podcast right now seeing us, so fuck you, Enigma.
I will say, when I was working with Milk to try and figure out what in the world we were going to do when it came to guests and doing stories and stuff, I was listening a lot to the comedy button. That's kind of what we try to emulate over here. So, the rest for the guest. In the remission of Laddie, suck?
I may not suck, but if I post the wrong thing, I'll get the zuck.
Mark Zuckerberg.
Next.
Would you pee in the kitchen sink if you had to pee really hard and the bathroom was occupied?
That one's specifically for a non-pencil, I believe.
I think it's more that's for you, with me in mind, because last week on the Good HIE podcast,
Pencil peed in the sink!
My husband and his girlfriend were in the shower, and I didn't want to disrupt them, and so I couldn't hold it anymore, so I went and I peed in the sink and then washed it out. The first thing he did when he got out of the shower is went and did dishes, and I felt like a terrible person. It was great.
Oh, I've done it. Again, like, I only have one bathroom in the whole house, so, like, somebody's in there and you're a dude. I think it's, for guys, it's easier because we piss in urinals, which is like a 90-degree sink.
Well,
Yeah, my sink comes up to, like, above my navel, so I had to hold myself gymnast style over it while I did.
Oh, yeah. But it's just like, yeah, I don't know. I washed it out, too. Like, get some soap and scrub it out. But, yeah, no, yeah.
It is a tad easier to aim. But,
Did you chalk up? Did you
Aiming with a
remember to
vagina is
chalk?
hard. So.
Did you remember to chalk up your hands, pencil?
Yes. Yes, I did. Anyway.
Next question.
which anthropony would you do under the table? Pencil, we're getting a little bit of feedback from you.
Sorry.
Vinyl. I know I've done... This is a reference to my Rainbow Dash story under the table, but I'd do vinyl.
All right. Why does the humans in your story often eat Mexican food before he, she, it goes to the Ponylands?
And the next question ties in.
Do the bean farts help power the transition?
The reason why I always put tacos in every single one of my stories is, for a majority of the stories, I don't write at home. I take a small Acer laptop, I go to a mall, Pacific Center for those who are in Vancouver, and I buy tacos for my lunch, because I fucking love tacos. So, as a treat for while I'm, writing, because if I'm at home, there's way too many distractions. Like, why write when I can play video games? So, I buy tacos, sit down, and I eat a lot. So, it's just a thing to tie all of my stories in together. I thought it was funny. It's also stupid, but I don't care. So, every human that goes to the world eats tacos before they get sent. Or it's a reference to tacos, or a love of tacos. Tacos almost exclusively always show up in my fics.
I'm really surprised you haven't done something on Sonata.
So, a human's
I've
love
actually thought about doing one. Me and my friends have... I haven't seen the movies because me and my friends want to get stoned or drunk and watch Equestria Girls back to back.
Good choice.
Very good choice.
There's a couple of good songs.
Rainbow Rocks is my favorite one.
Stop.
And we want to do it. I have read enough fics, again, with the 4chan. Who's this 4chan? With 4chan, I've read enough fics to know I like Sunny. So, Sunny, best human. And so that's just fine for me.
We need to keep
like
moving,
Sunny.
though. I'm gonna rush everybody along because we've got a lot to go. We got half an hour to go, so let's fucking do this.
How do ponies react when the human that got there eats meat in the Ponylands?
And for the second question, ties into my answer.
Now we'll never know.
I'll never know what is it. Yeah, that's my bit, priest. Don't steal it. That's all I have.
Go on,
Nice.
Damien.
I don't have a father.
Anyways, so they would probably be okay because in Canterlot they experience a lot of different species. So them being griffins or minotaurs in there is fine. In Ponyville, they freaked out at a fucking zebra. So that little backwater place might not be so appreciative of it. But it also depends on whether or not you also say Pegasi eat fish. I've seen a lot of fics where they do. So, hey, fish, whatever. But I'd say they'd probably, in Canterlot, they'd be okay with it. Everywhere else, especially like Appaloosa, they'd probably be like, ugh. So, I don't know, they're pretty accepting after you show that you're not going to eat them.
Next.
Isn't MLP EQG the best thing since pineapples?
I fucking love pineapples.
Yay!
So I don't know because I haven't seen them.
All right.
But I doubt it.
Next question.
How is it to be the son of Thalia, Al Ghul, and Darkseid?
This is going to be referenced later. I'm not a DC fan. That's not where Darkseid comes from.
Crax Whip, what's up? Next one.
Thank you. Chikorita, Cyndaquil, Totodile, fuck, kill, Mary.
Kill Chikorita, fuck Cyndaquil, marry Totodile.
Nice. Now we're going to Celtic Stoner, who has the next set of questions. Are you a boob man or a butt man, and any reason why?
Butt, 2 holes.
7 vaginas.
7 Virginias.
Maybe more.
Where do you keep your box of faith? Have you opened it without being told, or was the sandwich still good?
Oh God! See, I've been on. I've used to play with a guy named Faithbreaker who has a box of faith. So this is coming out of a completely different angle for me, and none of you would get references. So,
That's the answer? Okay.
yeah, I have no idea what the fuck to talk about this because I don't know how to properly put this in.
Okay. We'll go to Shakespeare, then. Dear Damien Darkside, number 1, what do you think of the Omen remake?
I think that if you remake a horror movie, you're an idiot, and nothing good will come out of it. Also, I think The Omen ruined the name Damien, which is why I like the name Damien. So...
Number 2, in Star Wars, which side of the Force would you use?
That's the thing. I think in Star Wars, it's kind of shitty storytelling in how all of the good guys are, like, pretty good, and all the dark people are, like, fucking evil as shit. So, like, they always have, like, that theory, like, oh, there's the gray Jedi, or, like, the gray knights or whatever. I'd probably pull it off. I'd be Han Solo kind of a character if I was
Not
to...
give a shit. You would just, like, not give a shit.
Yeah.
Fuck your alignment. I want to pay off my debts and ride my ship real fast.
Yeah, pretty much. Like,
so Damien, in bed you shoot first, then.
Oh, always shoot first. If I know that guy's here to kill me, he's getting that lightsaber right through the nipple.
You missed the in bed part, didn't you?
Oh.
Okay.
That's not my only trick. I'm not a one-trick pony, so we'll see how it goes.
Speaking of pony, side note, I really like this little Trixie in your Avatar
you did a good
Shakespeare,
job there,
please. No,
Shakespeare,
that's a nice little touch. All right, number 3. Does the dark side really have cookies?
I'm not a baker. That's Tara's thing. I'm more of a cook.
Number 4.
I can bake,
No.
Go on.
but nah.
All the dark side has is bukkake cakes.
Yeah, I will bake you a bukkake cake. A bukkake cake.
Bukkake.
There you go.
Top cake. Number 4. As an astronaut, as an astronaut.
As an Austrian astronaut.
An astronaut.
Which side of the moon would you prefer to land on?
Oh, the bright side, so I could look at Earth.
Number 5. Are you a fan of the Pink Floyd album Dark Side of the Moon?
That's actually where Dark Side of Damien Darkside comes from. I can't fit that into a thing, and I'm a huge fan of the Dark Side of the Moon album, and just The Wall in general, and just Pink Floyd in general. So yeah, Dark Side from Damien Darkside comes from Dark Side of the Moon, not from the Force, not from Dark. I thought that Darkseid's name in DC was actually Darkseid because it's spelt like I spell it when I'm fucking high and I can't write. So Darkseid. So yeah, no, Darkseid. I'm a huge fan.
How about On the Dark Side by Eddie and the Cruisers?
I might have heard of it. I can't link that song in my head right now. So I'll definitely check it out afterwards. I see you have a link there.
Yeah, it's a good song. Number 6. Have you ever played the game Darksiders?
I believe that game came out at the same time I owned a Wii, and I haven't switched over to the Xbox. I was mostly Nintendo my whole life, except for instead of SNES, I had a Genesis. I went NES, Genesis, N64, GameCube, Wii, and then I started getting Xbox. So I missed Darksiders.
Because Genesis does when Nintendo don't.
Oh man, I love Sonic.
Number
Let's
7.
continue.
Who would win in a fight, Superman or Darkseid?
Again, I thought that was Darkseid, because doesn't that look like somebody who fucked up spelling Darkseid?
Yeah.
And oh god, my cat is right beside my microphone, and he's pushing things all over this place. I don't know, Superman. I don't like DC Comics. I think they do their villains very well, but their superheroes are shit.
Number 8.
Oh,
Do you prefer your memes on the dank side?
Oh, whenever I'm stoned, I'm Damien Darkside. That's how it works.
Now, questions from Pickleless. Favorite villain in the show? Favorite hero?
Favorite villain? I'd have to say Discord. But it kind of switching over to Glim Glam. And favorite hero? I don't know. They're so like it's kind of slice of life with superhero tucked in. So I guess it'd have to be one of the main 6.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Maybe Applejack. I like Applejack.
He did kill him.
There's been enough times where somebody will say something and I'm like, "Are you fucking serious?" So she seems a bit more grounded.
I don't know. She was also one of the main ones that lose their shit when Zecora rolled in town.
Oh, I know, but hey, she's Southern and racist. What can you expect?
True.
What is the worst thing you've done to someone you love because you knew you could get away with it and it was hilarious?
So my ex, she had a joke with her friend, like a couple of her friends from an anime club that she used to go to, where they forgot her birthday one year, but they gave her birthday gifts the next day. So they always said happy belated birthday. So every once in a while, I started, me and my friends would just randomly text her, "Hey, how you doing? Oh, by the way, happy belated birthday." And it got to the point where she's like, "If you text me that again, I'm gonna break up with you." It was hilarious.
You texted her again, didn't you?
No, we broke up over other reasons, but it was just, it just got to the point where I had 10 people messaging her happy belated birthday at random times of the day, every day for 3 weeks straight.
Oh my god.
Job.
Oh.
At one point, I'm like, look, it's not, like, at one point it wasn't even me. They were doing it, and it was great.
Good job.
Now we have a question from Vylon.
Time for question from Vylon, and it's not that funny.
Why is being a Canadian the best reason for anything?
Poutine, and every country loves Canada more than they love. The best travel tip I could tell you guys, if you're going anywhere, especially Europe, if you feel like going to Cuba, if you want to go to different places in the world, grab a Canadian flag, like patch or pin or something, stick it on your bag, and don't be a dick. Because
Unless you go to France. Unless you go to France.
France
France will shit all over
French
you for being
Canadians.
Canadian. Oh yeah, they will shit all over you for being Canadian.
But apart from that, well, it's better than being American. That's the whole thing. If you want to be treated nicely by bartenders and shit, tip well, be Canadian, don't be a dick, and like pretend you're Canadian, and they will love you more than a lot of other countries, and that's one of the best reasons to be Canadian.
Have done in Greece. Can vouch. This works.
Yep. And heck, I've done it in America. I'm Canadian. Oh, you're Canadian, right? Yeah, and I've gotten just free things out of the kitchen before at a TGI Fridays. So.
Aw. Nice.
Show me your best Canadian face.
Now we're going to go to questions from Dash Lune, which, correct me if I'm wrong, it's the first time I've seen questions from Dash Lune.
I think so, and oh my god, these questions. Anyway.
Fuck, marry, kill between a non-pencil Flutter Priest and an enigmatic otaku.
Fucking on, because she's a female, marry Flutter Priest, kill an enigmatic.
Yeah! Now for a separate question, relevant to the first part. Why?
Anon's a girl, Flutter Priest I know a lot more, enigmatic because it's the meme.
Last question, if you could, would you?
If I could get away with it, maybe.
Alright.
But anywhere else, no.
Answer. A diplomatic answer.
Now we have questions from Rob Cakron53, also known as that guy who wrote My Little Dashie.
As a side note, if you go onto my stream and you write My Little Dashie or just Dashie in general, as a gift to Rob, I have it censored. You'll say My Little and it's censored out.
Aw.
Because I know how much he hates it.
I don't care. Every stream I tell people to read My Little Dashie and explain how it will be one of the enduring works of our fandom, and it makes him hate himself every time a little bit more.
It's true.
Hey, that's how sometimes I gotten fixed because people would be like, hey, what's a good fix? Either cupcakes or My Little Dashie.
Good way to start. Also, I would recommend, oh god, what is our favorite fic?
Shadowblade.
Anyway,
Shadowblade. Yeah, the tale of Shadowblade.
Alright, question. From Rob Cakron. A common issue we have here on FinFiction is a lot of people are judged or rated by the content that they write versus their quality, more so Clop in general. People who write Clop are either are open about it or shun it with an alt in secrecy. So, for any writers out there who want to delve into the Clop genera, but are too timid or even possibly...
No, you try that again. Like, genera? Rob? Really? Anyway.
It says genera.
I know, I was saying Rob.
guys.
Really? Rob. Next.
But are too
or
timid,
possibly.
afraid of backlash. What advice do you have for them so you can give less fucks and just write what they want?
Now, if you want to do an alt account because you have real-life friends and family who know that you write stories and you write, teen or everyone rated fics, and you don't want them to know you write Clop because they know you're into MLP, that's okay. But if it's just like, oh, I don't want my Clop work to be mixed up with my rated E work, well, get over it. If you're scared of writing Clop, that you're not if you're scared of writing something, you're not going to be good at writing it. But you're going to hold yourself back. The best advice I could give anybody in just life in general is just do it. Just get over it.
Memes.
Yeah.
All the memes.
Just do it. I know this isn't the best to answer Rob's question, but if you're I've never really cared about being judged or rated. Mostly because, I do this for free. I do it on my spare time. And honestly, we all do it for some form of attention. Whether or not we want somebody to read a work and we want to get better, or whether or not we want to be a part of the community, or whether or not we want people to really follow us, or we just like it when people comment. If you're going to be scared, you're going to hold yourself back, and you're not going to make the best thing you can write. So maybe wait a year, maybe read way more Clop, maybe do some green text on 4chan. God knows more of the dead generals could use another green texter. And you write anonymously, so, that's a good thing. I would still put Clop on your main account. The only other reason I'd say you maybe would get away, I would personally approve of you having an alt account, is if you don't want to only be known for Clop.
Definitely, that's the same thing that Darth ran into.
Yeah, so if it's just because, I don't want people to judge me, get over it. You're going to be judged your entire life. That's what adulthood is just you being continually judged for the rest of your life. But if it's going to be, I don't want to be permanently associated with Clop, yeah, sure, get a second account or whatever. But eventually, somebody's going to link the two together, and then you're going to be linking two accounts together, and then people are going to be reading both, and I don't know. Another thing is that we have the mature filter for FimFic, and if you want to be known, don't want to be known for Clop, and you've already released 20 rated E stories, you're going to have more of an audience that don't have the mature on than others. So, for example, if the people in the audience here who don't have mature on, you go to my page, I only have 2 stories. Maybe 3. Moonlight Reflections, definitely the alternative swearing, and my new one, Dead Pony Storage. That's the only thing you can see. So, apart from, it's mostly if you don't want to be known for it, people who already know you for writing stories in MLP, and you don't want it to be associated with you and your family. That's about it.
Last but not least, Rob says, post an Applejack Clop fic yet. Do it, you faggot.
The only reason why I haven't is because I need more than... what am I going to do? You work on Applejack's farm, you fall in love, and you bang? I need...
Yes!
That everybody and their goddamn cat's done that fic. So, the reason why I got to start doing fics, especially with stuff like Absolutely Breathtaking, which is asphyxiation, is I wanted some of a unique fic to kind of do it, which is why Octavia barely mentions vinyl, and vinyl's not even in the fic in NMR till the second chapter. I want to do somewhat unique stuff, so I need to pull off something that makes Applejack work apart from I worked on her farm and now I want to stick it in her pooper. So, yeah, that's the only reason why I haven't done an Applejack fic yet.
All right, now we have questions from Vlade. Hey Damien, remember me? It's been a while. How's things?
That's why I thought this was kind of a meme going on.
Oh god.
Thanks for introducing. Oh, okay.
It's totally just him hating his life for imitating explosions.
Okay. Now, questions from Fulmer. Or Fulmer.
Oh no, Blade has a second question.
Wait.
Brownside or something.
Brownside, it's the same thing.
No, you're right. I saw it and I was like, never mind.
Okay.
Never mind, go on.
Fulmer. Damien, number 1, why does your name sound like a Power Rangers villain?
Just because Damien is always used as an evil name. Side for Dark Side of the Moon, slap them together, boom, Damien Darkside. And Queen Beryl? It's been like 22 years since I've seen Power Rangers. What was the Queen's bad name in
Rita Repulsa.
Oh, Repulsa. Was I saying the Sailor Moon one? Yeah. Thanks, honey. I said the Sailor Moon one.
Yeah, I thought so. Anyway.
Yeah, but it's just like it's been forever. That's just how it works out. I don't even know how names are in that show.
2, are you more similar to Ed, or Eddie?
I barely watch this show, but the one that comes up with the ideas.
Number 3, which pony would you sex and why is it Donut Joe?
Because he's Ponut Joe.
Yeah.
Number 4, would you prefer a human girl with crotch tits or horse pussy?
Horse pussy.
Number 5, you just won 25...
Okay, this is the question where it's like, your baby mama in the kitchen, she's 16 going on 35, 5 minutes. She just come back doing the groceries while she out at her job, but she's in the Atlantic Ocean. You come home and see this with applesauce, what do you do? Like, that's literally what this question is. It ends off with how much do you donate to Enigma's Patreon. We're skipping this one.
Oh, the question is, do you donate to Enigma?
No.
That's the good answer.
Alright. Pencil, you are now male. How much penis?
I don't have plenty of penis already.
Milk isn't here, but he would probably dick a donkey. Enigma, yes. You are now female. On a scale of the U.S. Border Patrol to a fresh pickle jar, how tight is your semen socket? And
that's better.
And would you take it into your Taco Bell? Enigma is just done with this question.
You suck at reading questions.
Fuck off!
Enigma! Okay, Enigma's just dead. I'm gonna answer for Enigma. If Enigma was female, it would still be a little virginal creature, so she'd be tight as a fresh jar of pickles.
Yeah, but she'd also grab a fresh jar of pickles and be loose like a wizard sleeve.
But she'd be one of those girls who was like, I want to remain a virgin so you can stick it in my pooper instead. And so she would just get rammed up the ass every single fucking day. So she'd sit down and accidentally leak semen out onto like the chairs in the subway because she'd still be poor as fuck. And would she take in a Taco Bell if she could afford Taco Bell? That's it.
Oh my god. Priest, haha, no question for you. Get wrecked, Fugit. For everyone but Priest, Best Pony throws you a birthday party. Queen Crystal Piss shows up in disguise. Her holiness secretly gives you 5 changeling eggs. She tells you they will hatch soon, and if you follow, and will follow your orders without question. What do?
Make an omelet.
See, mine is open up a restaurant, 5 free labor.
5 nights at Rob's.
5 nights at Rob's. Oh my god. Extra question for Priest because I felt bad for calling you a fugit. So I'm going to try and do this the best possible because Plum told me to get good, and I admire Plum.
Oh god.
Queen Cricket Miss comes to your birthday party. She is the only one there because no one else thought your birth was worth celebrating. Her gift is one night of raunchy, steaming, unchristian sexual intercourse with no intention of procreating. But there's an extra surprise. She casts a spell and you immediately realize you have transformed into a girl. After silently mourning the loss of your favorite testicle, you look up and see that Crystal Knock turned into the male version of you. There's one thing wrong, though. She vastly overestimated your penis size and is proudly displaying nearly 5 inches of throbbing sexual squirrel meat. Crimson List tells you that you can vaginally penetrate her with your male sex organ after she finishes doing the same to you. You know Creaky Bits will notice the size difference. Do you tell her the truth now or take all 4.7 inches of changeling pseudo-penis for yourself and let her be disappointed by your true size? Fuck.
I warned you about this question, man. I warned you about this question.
Damn, I just got roasted.
You did it to yourself.
No, that's fine. I didn't even read it right.
I told you about the stairs, dog. I told you about those stairs.
You know, when you're in the mood, some things don't need to be said. Things that do need to be said are like, I have a condition. I have safe things. Like I have red flags and
or priest.
Next question.
Or priest. You could just say I have a girlfriend.
I have a girlfriend.
There you go.
Snuffy. Damien! Number 1, season 7 premieres in 5 weeks. Are you psyched, and do you make any special plans?
I'll probably go on 4chan for about 20 minutes to see how much everybody freaks the fuck out, because that's always fun. And that's about it, because I don't watch the show anymore.
Alright, number 2. Odds are in a real HIE scenario, the human would eventually fall in love with the pony. How many months or years do you think is a realistic estimate for such a thing to happen?
That's the problem with humans, with our belief systems, and just how vast. It honestly depends on how you're brought up, your environment, how do you view things. Like, are we talking like some mega Christian from the South? Because that'll be never. Or do we talk about, like, me, which would be like, I'd be up for it instantly. So, like, realistically, after the shock of being stuck in Equestria, some therapy, and I think during that time where you make friends and realize they're as smart as humans, you'd go for it. Me and my friends had this conversation, not with humans, but when eventually we meet aliens, how long would it be if it was possible for us and aliens to have a relationship? And that's shown up a few times in just conversations, and we think that probably take less than a year if you were talking to people, because humans are social creatures, so for us to make that connection, it's a lot easier for us. I think it's just getting over the fact that they're non-human. But again, depending on who you are, you might just look past that really quickly.
There has to be humans that are, or aliens that are as perverted as us on their world, and they're like, "Oh, I'm gonna fuck this human. We got this."
Exactly. Like,
so
depending on how they look, they're like, we're gonna have people like 5 weeks in. You go to motherless.com. There's gonna be at least 50 videos.
Number 3. Have you ever told a non-brony that you write human on pony erotic fan fiction?
Yep. Best friend Zach. He's a furry though, so it kind of was less traumatizing for him.
Number 4. It's Roleplay Tuesday, and your partner goes, "Let's do Fuda, Lestia, and Luna." What's your reply?
No, that's Fuda, Celestia, X Luna. What's your reply? I'm Celestia.
Nice. Number 5.
Yeah, Snuffy, you're lucky to a guy who took law. I'm able to go past this shit.
Number 5. Luna wants you to bang her, but only if a royal guard stallion can simultaneously have its way with you. Do you still accept?
Yep.
Number 6. You hook up with Fluttershy, but she only wants uncleaned anal without protection. Do you still accept?
I know how horse buttholes work. Yes.
Number 7. You hook up with Vinyl, who will only bang you if you take an ecstasy pill.
Yes.
First. Do you still accept?
Yes.
If no means yes, does yet.
I'll take ecstasy. I want to kind of like take ecstasy like at least once. So hey, if I get sex out of it, sure, why not?
All right. Number 8. If no means yes, does yes mean anal?
If in a joking fashion, yes. In a serious fashion.
All right. Moving down to fluffy unicorns. Which pony is the best princess?
Luna. Luna's best princess, followed by Celestia, then Cadence, then Twilight.
Why is Cadence so high on that list? What about Flurry Heart?
I haven't seen anything of Flurry Heart.
Then you don't know yet.
Next question is, why is Cadence worst pony and Shining Armor second worst?
No, Shining Cuck is worst pony, and Cadence is deserves a better man. I just don't like the fact that she was roped into a relationship so young with the expectations placed upon her. Basically, this is a long-winded explanation to I wish I was the one who was able to pound that plot.
Right? Okay. Crystal Empire is made of crystals and they cause interference, focusing light at certain angles. This creates focused sunlight that can cause fire and blindness, similar to snow blindness. Why do ponies still live in such a hazardous environment, and why Cadence and Shining Armor done something about it? Are they more stupid than they seem? Is because Cadence is the worst pony, or is it so because she is pink? Are you just like phrasing these questions badly to fuck me over?
That was really hard to get through. I think the answer.
That was an uphill battle each day, each word.
I think the answer to that's got to be just Cadence is worth pony, period.
How about just magic?
Because magic don't gotta explain shit.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Okay.
We're almost good.
Gene Schalt asks, how are you?
You missed a question.
Pineapple pizza?
No.
No.
However, pineapples shaped in pizza slices, yes.
Last but not least, how are you today?
That is cool.
There's more. There's more.
I know there's more, but we're running out of time.
I know we got time. It's okay.
Yeah, I don't have to go anywhere, dude.
Oh.
It's
Okay.
How are you today?
Yeah, how are you today?
Best thing a kid, a poutine.
You skipped how are you today?
Oh, sorry. I saw that as flutter. How are you today?
No, we're asking you. How are you today?
I'm doing good. Sorry, I literally thought that said flutter priest. How are you?
It's fine. Say it's fine. Say sorry more. It's fine.
Sorry.
There you go.
You said the best thing in Canada is poutine?
Yep.
All right,
He's
next
right.
question. Can Canada win the World Series of Hockey? Canada is in the world, right? So Canada is above the USA.
Start drinking.
Most gold medals. Fuck you, Russia.
Why Canada? Why is Canada called Canada?
Canada is... I actually know the answer to this. Canada
God.
is a slightly differently spelt word. I think it's Iroquois for village. Canada, Kanta, I believe. And it was just Britished into just being Canada. So it literally means, like, village and being together. So that's... Am I right, hun? Home. It's home. Sorry.
So literally, oh Canada, my home and native land.
Yep.
There you go.
Which is you favorite Canadian? Canada-ian. Motherfucker.
Just drink. Everybody drink.
Yeah, everybody drink. Just to do this quickly, for music, I'm stuck between all the members of Rush and Deadmau5 for streaming Lieutenant Eddie on Twitch. And just for inspiration, Terry Fox.
All right. Now to Gilulio. Shit, this is another new person. Guy Ulio. What is the strangest non-troll fic that you've ever read?
That's the thing. There's a fine line between strange and me actually reading it, because if it gets too out of whack, I'm not going to read it. God, the strangest non-troll fic I've ever read.
Such silence was had.
Yeah, I know. Terry, did you say you could tell me a couple? Which one? Oh, no, that's just fics in general. Tara has told me about a fic of snake stab wound fucking for Harry Potter. She came across that,
What?
and I believe somebody...
Oh, I did not
What?
need that mental image.
I'm fine. Good job. That'll do, pig.
Ugh, that'll do. However, if we're gonna go in that vein, I have fully read a fic where Celestia's in a gangbang and everybody who's in the gangbang gets castrated.
I didn't write this. I'm surprised.
She got castrated?
No, everyone. So basically, Nightmare Moon takes over. Anon is her pet. They say that Celestia is unappreciative of all of her guards. She goes, no, I'm appreciative. They convince her to have sex with all the guards. However, anybody who has sex with the royal princesses have to be castrated after some stupid rule law.
This is the newest, hottest meme!
And basically, she like has sex with everybody, and like as they're running through her just train style. When they finish, they get castrated in front of her, and she orgasms every single time she sees a pony get castrated. And it's a green text.
Next question.
That's the
I still can't get over meme!
Do the stallions get off this or what?
No, their stallions get other things off, obviously. That's how castration works. Next question.
Gang,
Oh.
let's get.
Now we go to Dashy150, who says, Gang, let's get it 150 G-Squad LNLR, we ballin'. My question, Fluttershy, smash or pass?
Thanks to Flutter Priest, I now know how crazy she is. And you never, ever stick your dick in crazy.
Now, another question from Dashy150. Let's get in our 150G squad. We ball and squad up or get wet up. Another question. If we talking some real gang shit like gang friend fur, who you fucking wit? Unicorns, Peggy C, or mud horses?
Peggy C.
Okay, Priest got good. Good job, Priest. Seriously, hon.
Question.
Oh, and
One
Pegasus.
more question.
I know, I refreshed. No, but he needs to choose between unicorns, Peggy C, or mud horses.
Peggy C.
Okay. So, now from Rob Cakron53, also known that guy who wrote the Whittler.
He wrote the Riddler. Good to know.
For Priest, something in a 30-acre thermal thicket of thorns and thistles thumped with thundered threatening the 3D thoughts of Matthew the Thug, although theoretically it was only the 13,000 thistles and thorns through the underneath of his thigh that the 30-year-old thug thought of that morning. No, I'm not mad.
Also, apparently, Juan wants to ask, how much Canada could Canada if Canada to Canada?
32.
Correct. Drink. Just chug. And we did it! We fucking did it!
We're only like 7 minutes over. We're fine.
You're the champions.
Okay.
Should we do the victory screech?
Yes, victory screech!
Ah, yeah.
Jesus fuck! Like, guys, I had to rip out my earphones on that one.
Good. That's the idea.
Thank you
Anyway.
for watching the
So-
Good HAE podcast. It's been a long week, but it's been a good week. Damien, goddamn, was it fun to have you on.
And guys, you can invite me back on at any time as long as I can get the days off.
We will probably, definitely, most certainly plan for that. Everyone be sure to tune in next week, same time, same place for... Oh shit. St. Patrick's Day! We're gonna drink a lot. I mean, we are going to drink a lot.
Heedy tidy tilly to potatoes.
So,
Press
until
the flag.
next week,
Sorry.
this has been the Good HIE podcast. This has been a non-pencil.
Oh, Canada.
God damn it, now we gotta drink again.
Enigma,
Is castration your fetish, Anon?
Rob Cakron,
Too much.
of course our wonderful guest, Damien Darkside.
Yo, what it is? Hit me up, fam. Hit me with that 420 oils. Woo!
And I don't know how to say words. See you next week.
Fuck you!
I'm gonna masturbate about this.
Shit, I have to push the button.